So anyway, Justin Trudeau, first team all defense.
What? Anyways, speaking of,
he's locking down Kyrie at least.
Speaking of awards, Fred VanVleet is one of the 12 finalists for the Twyman Stokes Teammate of the Year. So good luck to Fred on that. Want to put you on the spot. You know, we've got.
Go ahead.
I'm here as a co-host and producer for you. We've got Jennifer Rolnick behind the scenes with the YouTube. Derek Brandeo on the boards producing for us.
Yeah.
Who's your teammate of the year on the Raptors show?
Our boss DT.
Oh, okay.
Definitely made all this possible.
Okay,
so,
teacher's pet move.
Yeah,
right
that's
here.
right, man.
Oh,
that's
man.
my guy. We're gonna chat it up with him after the show.
Oh,
today.
you pulled that out of the bag. Oh man, I was trying to put you on the spot.
What do you thought? What do you thought this was, man?
I was trying to create some dissension here.
My boss.
By the way, shouts to the YouTube stream. I was in there last couple of days, you know, enjoying my final few off-air days, chatting.
In the LouTube stream?
Yes, that is right. We are calling it the LouTube stream. Sounds kind of weird saying it.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
We'll work on it. Shouts to whoever came up with that yesterday. But speaking of nicknames, so Thad Young with the dunk of the century last night.
Yeah.
Turned into Young Thad. And, you know, he's had two really encouraging performances, I think, against Boston and Minnesota, especially coming up key in crunch time against the Celtics when Scotty Barnes had to sit. And, you know, I know this is an obvious thing we've kept saying is like Thad can't really lift up like second unit guys, but if you slot him in with the starters, he can fit really well. And that I think that's what we're seeing. Like he's just playing better because he's playing with better guys on the floor and he's trending up as the Raptors are getting healthy. After the game, Nick Nurse said that teammates were calling him Thad Young Legs because of the dunk. And we just, listen, we need to talk about this.
These nicknames are tough.
We have a nickname problem.
When was the last time a player in the Raptors had a really good nickname? And I'm not talking about the Claw, by the way. Claw is, I feel like, that was already given to him before he came to the Raptors.
He clawed his way out of Toronto after winning the championship.
During his time with the Raptors, which player has received a really great nickname?
I mean, none, because like Kyle was like, what, Chloe? Like
Kalo. Chloe. Hold on. His nickname wasn't Chloe.
We calling him Khloe Kardashian.
No, it was Kalo, man. Come on.
Did
I pronounce his name right?
No, you didn't. You did not. That's great drop, by the way.
Derek, we're banning that drop. No, use
not.
it more. I love that one in the Pascal and one. No, but you're right. We have a nickname
Spicy
crisis.
P, it's not even good. I mean,
Spicy P and Steady
he doesn't
Freddy.
even like spicy food.
The only good nickname this year, shouts to Enes Esmer, Spice and Dice.
Yeah.
Spice and
No, you're
Dice
right, you're right.
was great, but like Sfigi was terrible. I seen some of you riding with Sfigi.
I've never seen a guy. I've seen people not live up to their name. I've never seen guys not live up to their nickname. But he did not live up to the nickname, which was tough.
No, but Sfigi was bad.
Sfigi was a good nickname.
I was
liked
looking,
it.
you know, as you were clipping Fred VanVleet clips last night, you know, I was opening up 18 pages on Basketball Reference, basically every Raptors player, because Basketball Reference has a really good player profile page where they'll list some of the nicknames, right?
Right, yeah.
There was none. Like Chris Boucher is Swatter Boy. Not bad, actually.
No one says that. Nobody says Swatter Boy.
I would call Chris Boucher Maple Rodman. You know, I think we could push that a little bit. Utah is the chosen one.
Yeah.
By Naz Reid.
No, that's. I was just going to say the chosen one by the Timberwolves.
No, shouts to Utah. Please keep dapping us. Yeah. But that's about it, though. And I was on Thad Young's page, so his first nickname is just Thad.
That's not a nickname.
No. And the second one's even better. It's Thagic Johnson.
Okay, I heard of that one. That was with the Bulls. Yeah.
They called him Thagic Johnson.
I mean, listen,
other fan bases do better propaganda than us.
Yeah,
because
we already have our own Magic Johnson, so that's taken.
Yeah. So I mean, specifically with Thad Young, I know like people have been trying to push the Dad Young thing because he's the only guy over 30 on the team.
He's also like parenting the younger players and like, giving them advice and stuff like that.
But did I not hear wrong? I think you shared this either privately or public with me. Like we ran into Thad Young at the Chris Boucher interview. Didn't you run the nickname by him?
Yeah. So Thad was the first guest when Chris recorded the podcast on last Friday. And so after the show, there was like, you know, people were changing over mics and all this stuff. There was like a 5-minute period. And, you know, I went over to chat with Thad and I was like, hey, first off, like, thanks for coming on the show that week. And, you know, you came in immediately like, so were you really in the cold tub for 2 hours? And he's like, yes, I was actually.
I'm a journalist, you know, you got to ask the hard questions.
Okay, all right. You sounded personally aggrieved. But I was like, hey, hit that, by the way, you know, how's everything doing? You know, just like the regular pleasantries and everything like that. Just, you know, he was really excited to talk ball and he was really excited about that Cavs win. And he's like, we just got to take all these games here. And they did. But I also asked him, I was like, yo, Thad, you know, they're starting to call you Dad Young, right? He's like, why? I was like, you know, because you keep talking about like the leadership you're bringing to the young guys. And he's like, nah, come on, man. That makes me sound so old.
So, yeah. So
he doesn't like Dad Young.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not like firmly against it, but I don't
He
think
did
it's
embrace
like,
it. I didn't hear any embrace.
No, it was not an embrace. No.
So if the player himself is against the nickname, I think that has to get ruled out. So we've got a nickname problem right now.
Yeah.
So
let's hear your Thad Young nickname.
let's hear your Thad Young nicknames. And
don't be like TY21, like, because that's how a lot of NBA nicknames are. CP3,
CB25. I think anytime your uniform number goes past 10, that can't be a nickname. No, but I've uncovered a huge problem with this Raptors team. They have terrible nicknames.
I don't mind Thad Young. Thad Young is kind of cool to me.
It is, but
because he got 2 kids as well.
It's ruled out if the player himself says he doesn't want it, though.
I mean, Pascal doesn't even like Spicy P, but people still call him
Pascal
Spicy.
doesn't even like spicy food.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That should be his nickname.
We got to figure that out, man.
Yeah, we should figure it out.
Yeah. All right, 3 minutes to go. Should I go into the break in case of emergency topics?
Wait, let's hear it, man. Let's see the break in case of emergency.
The break in case of emergency topic today is I had a few people message me on Monday saying that they saw me at a poker tournament this past weekend.
You know what? To be fair.
I'm tired of you saying to be fair on today's show.
No, listen. Like I said on the Chris podcast, it's not that cool to comment on people's appearances. All right?
Yes.
However, you are perpetually dressed like you're at a poker tournament. Like, can you just talk about this outfit right here?
What are we doing? Wearing a Raptors hat, a hoodie,
with the
some
glasses
vintage
on. If
Levi's 501s.
Right now, you look like every other person on Poker After Dark.
That's fair. That's fair. I actually wore this Raptors hat today because one of the people who messaged me said the person sitting next to me at the poker table was wearing a Raptors hat and had identical facial features and voice as you. And I tried to deny it, and he's like, don't worry, man, I won't blow your spot. Listen, if I was at a poker tournament, you don't think we're leading off the show?
There's a whole segment.
I don't care if the Raptors just beat the Sixers in game 1 of the first round. That's what we're leading the show with.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, anyways, I do want to get in a couple poker tournaments, though. I think it's time for me to embrace the real me.
More money. To get pressed heads up. No, it's great. No, honestly. Yeah, just playing cards with you was great just because I'm big into trash talk just in general. I just feel like I'm a big talker.
I fold. Yeah.
And you were
I folded it.
Rattled
I folded in every way. I folded in the chat. I folded on the table. I folded the first place prize money team.
You folded during the Boucher interview.
I think we should get some whole cams in this studio. This can seat like 8 people. We could have a Raptors Show poker tournament in here.
No, we really should actually. Which Raptor do you think, if we had to invite one to come play in the media game?
It has to be Fred. Fred will literally bring a pair. He'll bring a pair of dice, even though it's poker.
Yeah, but
he's like Snake Eyes.
Fred's like, yeah, what's the buy-in? $20? How about 2,000? And we'll be like, okay, Fred.
I'm like, Fred, you want to sit or stand? Because we got to make sure that knee is good for the playoffs.
Oh, man. That's right. Yo, you being this concerned about Fred's knee is hilarious to me, man.
What's the difference between? Listen, that might be the downfall of the Raptors season, but we're not here to talk about that today.
No, the vibes are too good.